Alright, premium encounters again, this time starting with the Nightrose ride line with her Crest. So let's begin. Here's the starter, Undying Departed Graunchy, which we go to the grade 1 wiki power Parting Shade, which is basically all the stride grade 1s where when you ride it from the grade 0, you draw a card and get the Crest. And then we go to the grade 2 with 10k power, which is going to be unique, Pirate Swordsman Kallenborg, which has the Hollow ability. If you guys don't remember what Hollow is that when they get placed on rearguard, you can make it have it become hollow, and if you do, at the end of the turn, you retire it. And if you guys don't remember Grand Blue playstyle, or in this case will be Nightrose, is that they superior call from the drop zone, and basically it's the idea where undeads come back to life and then they just die back in the end phase. But anyway, the skill is auto when rolled upon by the grade 3 Nightrose, cost Soul Blast 1, look at top 7 cards of your deck to choose 2 normal units that are not Sentinel, 1 goes to hand and the other goes to drop, and of course shuffle your deck. Of course this feels like a Zorga ride line card, but they play very similar, so it makes sense. And the second skill is auto rearguard when this card attacks if this unit is in hollow, plus 5k. I mean, this second skill will be a bit relevant enough because you can easily soul blast this out, but just overall really used for the setup. In which we go to the grade 3 or 13k power Vampire Princess of Night Fog Nightrose, which is a copy and paste of the original, where auto Vanguard once per turn, generation break 2 when your rearguard is retired, aka from hollow, cost, discard the top 3 cards of your deck and you may call that retired card to rearguard. The funny thing about this skill is that there's going to be interaction with the Crest. While the stride skill is that when you start on top, you can counter blast 1, choose a card from your drop zone, call it to rearguard, plus 2k. This you will be doing a bit often, obviously. The generation break skill, not as much, but considering that there's going to be interaction with the Crest, spoiler alert, this isn't going to be too bad. In which we go to the Crest itself, where it's basically like every other stride Crest, can only ride that specific grade 3, and your specific grade 3 becomes 13k, and for every face-up card in the G zone, your whole front row gets plus 5k, while with one unique skill, in this case, it's auto when 3 or more cards are discarded from your deck at the same time by your Vanguard's ability, aka your Vanguard's generation break skill. Choose one of those cards and put it to the bottom deck. This is pretty nice because not only that you can fill up your drop zone, which is going to be very important, especially in the early game, but you can actually recycle some of your cards that you don't want in the drop zone and put it back to the bottom of the deck, and maybe later on shuffle it because you will be randomly milling stuff, and in some cases you will be shuffling, aka mostly triggers. So overall, pretty helpful. And then to a support, we start off with Mighty Rogue Nightstorm, which is a grade 3 with 13 power, has the Hollow ability, which the Hollow ability will give it plus 10k on Generation Break 2, and this basically is the Stride grade 3 fodder, where when you pay the cost for Stride with this card, you draw a card. Debatable whether you want to run the Dragon or this card, because the Dragon you can do it on the grade 3 ride, while this one has the Hollow ability. And finally, Cam the Ghosty, which is grade 1 with K power and the skill is. It has the Hollow ability with the second skill of auto when placed on rearguard from hand. If you have a Nightrose Crest, look at top 5 cards of your deck to choose 1 card from row and discard it, and of course shuffle your deck. And the second skill is count rearguard during turn if this card becomes hollow, plus 5k. It's basically like Philander, except it's for Nightrose, but with the Hollow ability, which actually might be more helpful. But you could actually run both in the deck if you wish. But of course, just like Philander, this is going to be really good for the deck. And next week, of course, we're getting more promo reveals. So that's it for the new Nightrose Encounter ride line. What do you guys think of it, along with some support? I mean, so far not much has been revealed, but the Crest is not too bad considering that you can recycle some of your unneeded mill cards, which is very nice. And overall, it's not too bad so far, but everything really just depends on the strides and its support. But in that, that's it for this, and see you next time.